Yeah, being an attending is going great, actually. I'm waking up in a cold sweat and constantly second guessing literally every single thing that I do. I feel like I'm more fearful now than I was in the beginning of being an intern. I'm at a new hospital. I didn't use Epic. Now I'm learning how Epic works. When I was a senior resident, I would kind of think some kind of way about attendings that were new to a place, because in my head, that ego, right, is like, I know what I'm doing here. I want you to trust me. And that attending would not trust anything. They wouldn't trust anything anyone did because they were new to that system, and that trust had to be built. And I'm in that scenario now, and I understand it so much better. And there are certain things I intuitively know is safe to discharge home, but I'm afraid of all of it now. How low is too low for sodium again? I know they're low-risk chest pain and the tropes were negative, and they have a cardiologist that they're going to see tomorrow, but like, what if they have an MI in the middle of the night? And even beyond that, right, like, the acceptable major adverse cardiac event rate, right, like where you get it wrong, the acceptable range is 1% to 2%, because if you admit and stress test and cath everybody, you admit everybody, you induce harm not only on the hospital system, but on that patient, the 80-year-old, potentially with anginal equivalents, who you admit, who gets delirious, who needs to be sedated overnight, who their med list doesn't come over, so they miss their antihypertensives, so their blood pressure is, like, there's complications to admitting people. You're not absolved from all risk when you admit someone from the hospital. But I am second and triple checking everything. And when I talk to attendings from where I trained, who I trust, they're like, oh, this is normal. You will feel this way for years. And that's a bummer. I hope to get to a point where I have a healthy skepticism rather than constantly being in this fight or flight at work, skeptical of a negative exam or a test, rather than like, oh my God, is this a aortic dissection that I miss? I'm not there yet. I'm working on it.